The Bewitched Table, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. This story comes from H P Blavatsky, An Outline of Her Life, by Herbert Whyte. By 1858, Madame Blavatsky was already possessed of occult powers, and the next few years of her life spent in Russia with her family were crowded with marvellous occurrences of which she was the central figure. Mysterious raps and whisperings were constantly heard in her presence, while occasionally the most astonishing things happened. The phenomena which surrounded her were similar to those sometimes found among mediums, but, unlike the latter, Madame Blavatsky had these manifestations to a great extent under her control, and this power to control, and if necessary to stop them, was one which grew stronger. She considered mediumship, which consists essentially in the surrender of that control which we usually exercise over the physical and etheric bodies in favour of some other entity or entities, to be degrading to human dignity. The following story is typical of many of the occurrences which happened at this time. Madame Blavatsky was in the drawing room with her relatives, many of whom were sceptical as to her powers. Her brother, who believed in no one and nothing, was expressing his disbelief somewhat frankly, when Madame Blavatsky declared that she would so fix a small chess table to the floor without touching it that it could not be lifted. Her friends gathered eagerly round her while she fixed her eyes with an intense gaze upon the little table. Then, with a motion of her hand, she directed one of the young men present to lift it. He stooped confidently down and seized it by the leg, but the table was immovable, as though screwed to the floor. He was a muscular youth and disinclined to be beaten, so exerting all his strength and using his broad shoulders, he tried again, but in vain. The table seemed to be rooted to the spot. Her brother now stepped forward and met with no more success, although he gave the diminutive table a tremendous kick. Seeing the astonishment on the faces of all present, Madame Blavatsky, with a laugh, said, "Try once more." Her brother very irresolutely approached the bewitched table, grasping it by the leg. However, he gave it a good heave up and nearly dislocated his arm owing to the useless effort, for the table was lifted like a feather this time.